Hey all, how you doing? Snooty here. And the week is finally over, and here we are on Friday. Time to have a nice weekend. Hope you all got some good plans. So this is the full base tour part 3. What I will do is I will just very briefly touch on the squid and salmon farm and the glow squid farm again, because I feel that they were kind of scuffed yesterday. So here is the squid and salmon farm. I've already spoken about where the inspiration for this farm came from. As you can see, this is where the squid and the salmon will spawn, and they will fall all the way down to the bottom. And as I said yesterday, you know the rest. So I'll just briefly take you down. You can hear a drowned up there somewhere. I don't know where he suddenly is. So standing just about here on this trapdoor seems to be the best area. There was an Enderman in here yesterday causing problems, and also the squid and salmon seem to have a little bit of stage fright for some reason. Don't know why. Let's see how they are today. Oh, Friday evening, time for a nice sherbet as well. After a long week. Certainly has been a long week. Hello? Oh, there you go. So yeah, you get the idea of here. This oven was just where I was cooking a little bit of salmon in the early days. But as I showed yesterday, this does produce, and does produce quite well. We will press the button, I hope. Just to see if any squid or salmon fall into the water, because they do flop around quite funnily actually. Where on earth is that drown coming from? It sounds so close. I mean, I know my simulation distance is on 12, so I mean that is quite far. He actually missed the water, unfortunately. And he missed the water as well. Oh, there you go. Finally. So yeah, it is kind of a little bit like watching a wildlife program in a cinema, I guess you could say. And as I'm sure you can imagine what will happen if you press the button of hope again and take all the water away. He's actually now going to die, unfortunately. That is just unbelievable. The second I took the water away, did 2 salmons fall. Typical. And another one. Honestly. And just behind here is just like a I guess what you would call a little service hatch. So just in case there was, well, there's an Enderman there, just in case there was anything to do in the farm, any adjustments to be made or anything like that, and that leads all the way around. But yeah, there you go. This is the Squid and Salmon Cinema with the Button of Hope. Right, let's see if we can actually get some glow squids to spawn in the glow squid farm now, because that's the one that's next door. Just here. Very cool. That was very interesting to build. I already mentioned where the inspiration came from. A little bit of an AFK platform up there. Let's see if we can get some to spawn, shall we? I can't believe that this full base tour is going to end up being 4 parts. I'm very surprised, really. I don't feel like I've spent ages on everything. So here's the AFK platform, and we'll just stand here for a moment. We'll let some spawn, and then hopefully... Oh, is that? No, that's a lantern. Some really should be spawning down here, to be honest. It's a shame it's kind of not night time, really. We'd be able to see them a bit better. Right. Hopefully that'll be enough time. Let's go and have a look. And if not, we'll move on. Oh, there you go. Straight away. So there's 2. Well, there was 2. There's now 1. I think the other one has just died. So interesting to get these mobs to spawn exactly where you want them to spawn. Yeah. I mean, glow squids, I guess, are not really a very common mob in the game. So the fact that you can actually build a farm specifically in an area for them to spawn is just really good. And gives you plenty of glowing, which is really useful. Nice. Alright then. So one more thing here that I haven't shown yet, but I have actually previously shown, is I will just take a quick fly out to the Guardian farm just to show you that before we move on to the next area. And that is literally just over here. So the actual Guardian farm, I have already spoken about where the inspiration for that farm came from. And I must say, that was probably one of the most difficult farms that I've built. Really was a challenge. But this is probably one of the farms that I'm most proud of that I built. If I land here, I'm going to get shot, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, I'm going away. But yeah, it does look really nice, I must say. Very clever in how it works as well. Very clever. Ingenious, really. just show you up to the AFK platform, if I can actually make it. Really does work amazingly. And just basically AFK in here for like 30 minutes gets you multiple double chests of prismarine shards and ink sacks and cod. And of course this is the farm that I'm using in order to be able to acquire all the blocks to build the Ocean Monument fish tank. So yeah, very good. Very good indeed. No, that was probably the most challenge of a farm to build, that was. All the different things that you need to do. You need to have no armor, you need invisibility. You need to be very, very precise with what you're doing. If you get caught out with not having your invisibility, or your invisibility runs out, you could be in a whole big heap of trouble. Yeah. That was probably the biggest challenge. Okay, right. I'll take you to the village now. And this village is where I basically acquired all the enchantment books from. I have actually not done anything in here for a very long time. And as you can see, there's just so many iron golems around. It could actually be quite funny to actually do maybe a raid in here one day, just to see what happens. Maybe you'll have to let me know if that might be something that you'd be interested in me doing, just to see if all these iron golems can defeat the raid. But yeah, multiple librarians, all different kinds of enchantment books. Unfortunately, I've not really done much here. I've just left it as it is for a very long time. I should really do something nice in here, to be honest. I think I'm going to have to think about maybe sprucing the area up. But yeah, that might be quite funny to do a raid in here, mightn't it? The raid versus all these iron golems. Because as you can see, there's just so many. Loads over there. Loads all here. So yeah, there you go. Not a lot done in here. Would be nice to maybe see if I can spruce it up one day. Okay, so now leading on, I think we're going to go to the Nether Roof. So yeah, here we are on the Nether Roof. I'll go through the bits and pieces that are up here, where the inspiration came from. So, but we will, first of all, we will just literally start off here with this little house. Just a little safety area at the time, really, when I first arrived here. A little bit of obsidian and a flint and steel, just in case. The last thing you want to do is get stuck on the Nether Roof. Oh god, I got hiccups. Dear oh dear. And this was exactly the block that I came up from, using the old classic ladder and an ender pearl trick. So I think we'll start off just over here. So I have already touched on this, so this is a magma cream farm and also a frog light farm. Also produces magma blocks, produces these frog lights. There's one of each frog in here, and produces magma cream. I have since taken all the frog lights to be able to complete the perimeter wall, as you all know. Or for those who have watched the videos, to do with upgrading the perimeter wall with some nice frog lights. Simple minecart collection system. Amazing. Really nice. Very clever as well. Little AFK platform up top. Iron golems. Drawing in the magma cubes. Yeah. Works like an absolute charm. So, this just over here is a very small but very useful piglin bartering farm. This has got some really nice stuff out here. I didn't actually bring any gold so you could see it functioning, which is a little bit of a shame, but we might be able to make some gold. But yeah, all nether bits and pieces. Always useful to have all these bits and pieces. I mean fire resistance doesn't really matter now, but because you can always brew it so easily. But the inspiration for this farm was from a tutorial by KelpMC, and basically the tutorial showed how to build one of these units here, which worked really well. And what I did was I built 4 of them. And yeah, worked an absolute treat. So the gold goes in here, automatically dispenses. Just works perfectly, really. This was quite fun to build, actually. I actually had to build a netherrack platform probably around here somewhere and try and see if I could get some piglins to spawn, and then threw them a piece of gold armor. This will stop them from despawning. In this situation was actually just golden helmets. So this is why all 4 of them are wearing golden helmets. Very neat, I must say. Everything is always really neat, to be honest, in this game. And very clever. Okay, right, well, so moving on. We'll fly just up here. You already get the idea then. So this is a nether roof gold farm. Original inspiration and tutorial came from Blazedude, and I followed this person's tutorial. I believe on the original tutorial there was only 1 platform, but I did actually extend it a bit further, and I'll show you. I think there's like 5 platforms, if I remember correctly. 4 or 5, is there? 1, 2, 4 platforms. So I've actually not made a 5th, but look at that lot. Isn't that unbelievable? Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Oh! Oh dear. My goodness. Crazy. So they all chase after the turtle egg. Oh dear, that's funny. No more. Oh yeah, there you go, one more. Oh dear. Oh, hey Lucifer. How are you? Are you still in the chat, Lucifer? If so, please say hello. Lucifer, if you're still there and you would like to have a skeleton horse named after something, please let me know in the chat and I'll fly back to the main compound and I'll grab a name tag for you. Okay? Cool. I'll keep an eye on the chat as well. But yeah, so there you go. An amazing gold farm. Hello mate, splendid farm. Thank you ever so much. It wasn't my own design. I did use a tutorial, but this farm, which is just over here, Lucifer, is actually technically my own design. This was the first ever farm that I actually built freestyle, you could say. So I'll show you that in a moment. And this is basically the full base tour, part 3 so far. And yeah, as I said, Lucifer, if you want to have a skeleton horse named, please feel free to leave a name in the chat, and I'll go back to the compound, and I'll get a name tag, and I'll name one for you. So moving on. Just over here. So yeah, this is kind of freehand really myself. This is basically just taking the knowledge that I've learned from all the other farms that I built. Huh? Why are they falling? They shouldn't be falling. Why were you then falling? How strange. That's very confusing. Well, actually, I suppose they do technically fall sometimes. Okay, so what I've gone for here is, this is kind of a farm in order to repair your tools or to get some experience or something along them lines. So if you have anything you need fixing, like say like the elytra, this is basically using the zombie pigman aggression mechanics in your favor. You had a good day, Lucifer? So what we'll first do is we'll first walk ourselves up to the AFK platform just for a moment. How long we've been streaming? 24 minutes. We'll just sit here and we'll just let them populate for a moment. And thank you ever so much for the like. Whoever just gave me a like, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I do like this Never music. It just sounds so good, doesn't it? Really gives an atmosphere. Right. So yeah, simple aggro farm. As I say, basically built from what I'd learned about all the farms that I've been building, and kind of built freestyle with a little bit of inspiration. So if I was to shoot one of these piglins, aggroes them all. They all try and come after you. They all fall into the hole. And then the experience is just down there that you can now collect because they're all dead. And I'll just aggro them one more time, and then we'll go down and we'll see just how much experience was collected. This was fun to build, I must say, and it was so much easier using the magma cream farm to be able to gather the magma blocks to build this. I do like how they just spawn here. That really does make me laugh, how the game just spawns the mobs in. What's our elytra currently on? Yeah, so that definitely needs fixing. So we'll see how much we get. Yeah, I think that's enough. Right, who shall we hit this time? Hey, why are you not aggroing? Oh, there they go. That's unbelievable, isn't it? That really does make you laugh. Yeah, so an aggro zombie pigman farm. Our elytra needs repairing. Let's see how much experience we got and if that completely fixed it. Should do. So we're currently on 41 levels. Wow. So not only did we fix all our bits and pieces, as you can see, we also went up 4 levels, and that was only with 2 runs. So yeah, this works really well. And I'm really proud of the fact that I kind of built it freestyle. Quite an achievement, really. As I say, you know, you learn so much as you're playing through the game. You really do. I've learned so much over the course of this being over 3,000 days into the game. So next, we'll move on to the Ice Highway. So I have touched on this yet again. The Ice Highway runs in tandem with the 100,000 blocks in a line. This will be the quick and easy way for me to be able to get backwards and forwards. Oh, that's interesting. That looked a bit strange up there. Huh. Interesting, never seen that before. But yeah, Ice Highway, very quick way. Very quick way to move thousands of blocks. As the 100,000 blocks in a line gets completed, so will this Ice Highway. So they're kind of projects that are linked together, really. It's going to be really interesting getting in a boat and flying all the way down here and traveling 100,000 blocks in the overworld when it's finally finished. I can't wait, to be honest. It's just going to be so long. Very long. Nice. Okay. I think we'll head now to the main nether. All these have just been a lot of fun to build. Of course, obviously, so much easier to build things when you have the elytra. So let's head back to the base for now, just for a moment. Yes, we will pop into the Nether. I'm just going to get rid of a few of these bits and pieces that I got in here. Maybe I will grab a little bit more cobblestone. It's always handy just to have some cobblestone, and I'll get a few more rockets. Because why not, while we're here. Is that drowned in there? Oh no, they're squids. Thought it sounded like a drown for a second there. Oh, that was hideous lag there, that was. When I just flew in there. I don't know if you noticed it on the stream, but that really was. I hate it in here, I really do. But you must have a storage facility. You really must. Otherwise, you need something automatic to be able to sort through all your items. Right, so what are we on? 32 minutes at the moment. So we'll cover a few little bits and pieces first in the Nether here. And then what we'll do is we'll leave the rest of the Nether content for the full base tour part 4. And then you guys will all be up to date. Actually, I'm going to put some boots on. Some gold boots on, just in case. And also I might take a fire resistance with me as well, just to be on the safe side. There we go. I'm covered, just in case. You never know what might happen. Something crazy. This game does do surprises. Hello, Piggy. What are you doing in here? And also a skeleton horse as well. Very nice. So yeah, this is just really a little Nether hub. It's not a massive, great big one, but saying that, it does have the ability to be able to have ten areas in here. So 2 on this side, 2 on this side, which haven't actually been filled yet. And then all these tunnels lead to particular areas within the Nether. Makes Nether travel so much more safer. So yeah, I think let's have a little look. So yeah, we'll start here, I think, and we'll talk about these few as well, and then what we'll do is we'll leave it at that, and then we'll finish the full base tour in a part 4, and then we'll cover the rest of these, because this one will actually require a trip to the stronghold and to the NC. So here is the Nether Fortress. If you watched my back in time video, you'll remember that none of the area was spawn proofed. And as you can see, all the area ended up being spawn proofed. And there is a ghast around here somewhere. I'm not sure where he is at the moment, but I'm sure we'll find him. There he is. Come back, you little sod. Yeah, that's the end of him. But yeah, I must admit, this really did take quite a while, to be honest. To spawn proof all this area. All spawn proofed along here. I need to be careful of drops, to be honest. Let's have something to eat, actually, shall we? And another ghast somewhere. The heck? There he is. Ah, he's gone. And also, they must have spawned up the top there and then fell down. But yeah. Oh my god, he's actually a bit too close, really. And yes, they do shred you if you get too close to them. There you go. And of course, obviously, all these areas are just drops into the lava, as you can see. I'll show you on the inside of the actual Nether Fortress. Actually, I'll show you up here quickly as well. All this area as well was spawn proofed. I was lucky that there wasn't too much of it. All the way over to there, and those torches that are just literally there is as far as I have spawn proofed at the moment. And I'll show you. Got my fire potion just in case I need it. And another ghast. The heck? Oh, there he is. Gotcha. It's a good job none of these blocks break, really. So yeah, spawn proofed up to this point. I think this was just like a dead end, if I remember correctly, yeah. Wow, this brings back some memories. It was such a long time ago that I actually did all this. What are they up there? Wow. This is just reminding me really of just what it was like in here. That would be so nice once I've managed to spawn proof completely the Nether Fortress. I guess it's kind of another project really that I can add to my list. And this is how far I got on the inside. There's just so many falls around, you just need to be so careful. So down here I thought was quite cool. This was all naturally generated. Apart from this, but look at that, doesn't that look wicked? Naturally generated. I was really surprised when I discovered this. All those different blocks everywhere. Very nice. So this is how far I've spawn proofed on the inside here. Lots of area in here that I've not actually yet discovered. So more spawn proofing that I need to do in that direction. And down here as well. But all this area has been done. It's really quite surprising, to be honest, exactly how long this takes to do. More continuation of an area that needs spawn proofing, so there's still plenty to do in here. And of course, obviously, all the spawn proofing was done originally for the Wither Skeleton farm, which I'll show you in the full base tour part 4. Crazy. Yeah. Amazing. Oh, there you go. You can see basically where everything is still spawning here. This is as far as spawn proofing goes. As I say, I'll have to continue it another day. But there you go. So this is how far I've got spawn proofing this Nether Fortress. It's a very nice Nether Fortress as well, I must say. That would be nice to maybe just get rid of all this maybe as well one day. There's quite a lot of overhanging blocks on this really, which is a bit of a shame. Would also be nice to try and see if I can find a blaze spawner, and that is another project that I actually don't have written on my project list. Would be to build a little blaze farm. I just think that it's unique and it could be fun. So there you go. I'm going to go back. I think we're 43 minutes in now, so I think what we'll do is we'll leave it there, and then we will continue in the full base tour as a part 4, maybe tomorrow or Monday evening. And there's another ghast. Right, let's get out of here. Oh, I can't resist, sorry. Too late. Oh, that hit him, come on. Yeah. Awesome. Alright, well, thank you very much. Thank you to those who viewed the live stream, and also thank you to those who participated in the chat. And I shall catch you either tomorrow or I shall stream on Monday the full base tour, the last part, which will be part 4. Thanks for watching all. You have a good weekend. Goodbye.